Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, good evening, whatever time zone you're watching. Welcome to Leegend TV. Today I have my guest, jeweler Derrick Hui, based in Montreal. Derrick, welcome to today's call. Much appreciated.
Hello, James.
Awesome. So, Derrick, first met you back at Concordia, both students over there. We graduated maybe around the same time. I don't like 2010 for me, you?
Yeah, I graduate probably like in finance.
Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Cool. So I brought you here today, as you've been noticing, been doing a lot of interviews in regards to local Montreal businesses, and just want to learn more about À Point Internationale, and of course provide like some education to those who are not familiar with your organization, and as an entrepreneur, and as well, and go from there. So. You like throughout the years, I've seen you've been everywhere, many different industries, but it was how many years did it take for you to realize you have the experience and qualifications to develop your current role at À Point International?
Yeah, so I actually started the business 5 years ago in Montreal to have a first showroom on McGill College, and now I'm actually at 1255 on Phillips Square,
Okay.
right next to La Bay. And how I started is that my family is in the wholesale manufacturer business in Hong Kong for over 40 years.
Mhm.
And that's
awesome.
how I get all the connection of diamond suppliers, like jewelry manufacturers, and I'm really well connected for gemstone supplies. And when I was 20 years old, that's how I got my finance job. And in the same time, during the summer, I've actually helped my parents in the like trade shows. So I used to travel a lot in the United States and Europe to go to the jewelry exhibition.
Speaking of jewelry exhibitions, I know that there's this famous one in Switzerland, where in Basel something in Basel.
Baselworld, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Baselworld is definitely one of the biggest watch shows, and they actually implemented like a jewelry show on site at the same time.
Nice, very cool. I'm sure it was a great experience. For me, like I like to identify myself as a watch guy. Personally, actually, I don't own like any luxury watches at the moment. The most I have is two of these Apple watches, but
Great.
I always want to get an Omega, at some point in life. But yeah, that's how I learned about the Basel world. But when I saw you post some pictures over there, I thought that's amazing. That's amazing.
Great.
Good stuff, man. Good
Hopefully
stuff.
one day I'll get into watches, but uh, for now I actually have no experience into watches.
Yeah, it's a niche of its own. It's a perpetual luxury that will last. Like when I say perpetual, I mean it'll last forever, in my opinion. Like never gets old, and people will collect them, even like vintage watches, like in a box, and that were like created like probably in the early 19th century, even. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
And
Um,
that's how yeah, so just after the exhibition, that's how a few of my friends are asking me to customize their engagement rings or some custom work, and that's how I started. And I figured that, oh, it might be a good idea for me just to have a little showroom in downtown so I can
yeah,
just customize some jewelry piece for them. So
awesome.
that's how I started like 5 years ago.
Okay. So you make wedding rings. That's probably your most popular product. What else do you manufacture?
Yeah, so I actually specialize in GI certificate diamonds, and
Okay.
I do custom jewelry, but mostly engagement rings and wedding bands.
Okay.
And now I've done more custom pieces that clients bring me in with a Pinterest picture or any other pictures, so I can actually replicate maybe 95% like the same model.
Nice.
But the only restriction that I have is like if it's trademark, I don't touch that. So
Yeah.
I just make sure that they're happy with the design that they bring in.
Mm, awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen lots of pictures. I've seen a lot of posts on your Instagram page um, in regards to those who've happily got married ever after. Um, in regards to the market, right? Would you say this is a competitive market? How
So
competitive it is?
yeah, definitely there. It's getting more competitive since a lot of change for the past 5 years, where people can buy engagement ring and maybe diamonds online. It's more accessible online as well, and not only that, I think, but like the good part of it, it's like it's still a niche market, and
Yeah,
a lot of people still want to see the diamonds and the pieces, and people still want the experience how you can customize like a masterpiece, like a jewelry piece for them. So I still believe that you can really focus on this niche market. I mean, if you are doing engagement ring, you can just focus on that, or if you're doing custom piece, you can focus on that, and I'm pretty sure you can uh, succeed in this competitive environment where people can buy online. Right?
yeah.
In terms of yeah, so this is most of the suppliers. In terms of being competitive, I think um, most people are smart buyers now. So people has way more information and access to to sites to explain how you can know like the quality of diamond. Um, and yeah, I think you just need to be a smart buyer. I mean, there's so much diamonds out there, so you definitely need to be careful because you don't want to buy a bad diamond that doesn't make you happy, right? So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Definitely a lot of challenges, but you seem to be have been able to overcome it. Um, I'm sure this was bound to be discussed, but I'm sure COVID-19 helped. I mean, sorry, deterred some growth recently in the last 3 months. What are some challenges you had to overcome in that regard?
wow, yeah, definitely COVID is the one of the biggest challenges in my life, and also for À Point. I think the news happened so fast that I need to consciously do changes from working from home, and I'm really grateful because I really got all the like the documents online on Google. So to do the shift, it was pretty easy for me.
Yeah,
But there was still a lot of like the logistic wise, like when you work from home, it was definitely a challenge, like to wake up on time and to really get the routine to make sure that you follow like a you know like a plan like during the day.
yeah.
And um, and for the first 2 weeks, it happened really so fast. But but I managed to really call, like the landlord to defer rents, and also to really cut down most of the costs, as in like in salary, rent, and also even like the wireless bills. So and I think I did a great job just to reduce all these expenses,
Mm,
and that was one of the biggest fraud for me to get rid of.
okay. Yeah. Well, definitely something you've been able to overcome. It's everyone's in a different space, but glad to hear that the struggle was maintained during the past 3 months. And of course, as you know, things are definitely reopening this month. In regards to the phases, where does À Point Internationale lie on that, like phase one, phase two, phase three?
Phase one, two, three, as in.
Like which phase does your company like reopen on that aspect of things? Like for example, restaurants open June 22nd, right?
Right.
So for your organization, when do you guys reopen, like your office downtown?
Yeah, so we're actually slowly reopen actually
Okay.
this week,
Okay.
and to reassure our customers, I've actually prepared like plexiglasses, like sanitizer, gloves, and masks.
Yes.
And yeah, I've actually successfully like served some clients in the building. Yeah, and it's pretty
Excellent.
safe, and it's really good to see some of my clients back. They're actually waiting for me just to do some custom work, and
Nice.
I'm so glad to just see new faces. And
Excellent. Excellent. And all your manufacturing is in the office, or you do some of that in your apartment, or?
uh, actually, I actually don't do the craftsmanship.
Okay.
So my family actually has a manufacturer in Hong Kong
Oh,
and
okay.
China. So that's how we produce all the rings.
Okay.
But I've also have other manufacturers in Hong Kong and diamond suppliers. So they're
Okay.
the ones who really craft, like they're really good at making wedding bands and engagement
Mm,
rings. And I
awesome.
also have developed some like a network of the craftsmen in Montreal, so I can actually can make a jewelry piece from Canada, Montreal.
Mm, that's awesome. That's awesome. Great to hear. Great to hear. Yeah. Looking at some of the works, it's definitely an impressive catalog you have. Um, when looking at your current pieces, and of course jewelry in general, like did you have a particular favorite growing up? Like let's say for example a jade pendant or like a bracelet, like in regards to an infatuation with jewelry. Did you have something like a sentimental piece that you wear all the time?
I actually have two rings that I wear all the time. It's actually from my mom.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I've actually a ring um, when she gave it to me at 18 years old and 21. So there,
Mm,
one of them is just a plain gold ring, and the
okay,
other one is a princess cut diamond ring. And
excellent.
it's very sentimental because I think the funny part is that I used to buy accessories, and
Yes.
since my mom is in the jewelry business, they she actually realized that she needed to change all my accessory into gold. So
Mm,
that's how I got my first pieces, and I've been wearing it since 18 years old and 21.
awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. That's awesome. Yeah. I guess maybe I'll let you know a bit about myself in regards to jewelry. I'm not wearing it now, but every time I go out, like I wear this jade pendant. Um, Also, I believe I got it from my mom, and also this silver pendant that is has my Chinese name on it, Lei Long or Li Long, depending on which dialect you say. And it's something that I got from my grandfather on my mom's side. It also has a long, means dragon, on the other side of the pendant. And when it comes to bracelets, I used to have a Zopini bracelet that you can get at Carrefour Laval, but it broke. That was like my earlier years. Other than the Apple Watch, this is Series 4. This is I actually have a Series 1, but I stopped using it because it wasn't compatible with my latest iPhones. So I have an iPhone 11 Pro right now that synchronizes with the workout routines and just like just staying healthy because Apple Watch is all about staying healthy in that regard. I also have a Pedder bracelet. I'm sure you're familiar with them. That's when, of course, our mutual friend Peter started that and some years ago. But other than that, yeah, that's great to hear, Derek. So when you look at À Point Internationale in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
I definitely see myself as in the most trusted jewelry guide in Montreal. So my goal is really to help couples to make the best financial decisions. Since there's so much information, I realize there's a lot of people that don't know what they're really buying. So my goal is really to help them. Yeah, like you have no commitment to buy from me or whatsoever. I'm just here to help. And also, my vision is really I create things and do things to get people present to love in their world.
Yes.
I really like to hear about my customer source stories, and it's really nice for me that I can be part of their love journey.
Well said. Well said. Awesome. Of course, you and I are both entrepreneurs. What words of advice do you have for up and coming entrepreneurs?
Hmm. Wow, you put him on the spot right there. It would be entrepreneurship is not a destination, but a happy journey. Just enjoy the present moment. Just enjoy like the people that you meet, and be grateful to whoever that comes along your way.
Awesome. Well said, like a true professional. Yeah. So, when someone wants to reach À Point Internationale, I'll put the link in description in the YouTube upload, and plus when I do the full edits, you'll see it on the bottom. How do people reach you via Instagram, email, website?
Yeah, exactly. They can just call me directly. I'm very reachable, or they can text me or messenger me on
Okay,
Facebook.
good stuff. Great. So I'll put the links right there. And awesome. You're definitely a very approachable person. So that's great. Great to hear. Much
Yes, thank you
appreciated.
so much for doing this. Yes,
Anytime, anytime. You're my second Zoom meeting guest, and it was definitely a good one. Look forward to doing more calls and seeing you again in person when opportunity arises. Great. So Derrick, Um, thank you very much for your time. And of course, to our viewers, please reach out to À Point Internationale. I'll put the links for their Instagram, website, Facebook page on the link on the bottom. And just feel free to reach out. Cheers.
all right. Thank you so much.